Let me also cut across to my colleague Purnima, who's joining us on the broadcast and getting us all the details. Purnima, you're in knee-deep waters right now. Tell us where you are, how the situation is on the ground. I hope you can hear me. We'll just try and connect with Purnima and get more details on that entire story. But that's the word really coming in. You just saw my colleagues getting us a sense from different parts of the coastal states of Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, which are severely affected right now. Water has entered multiple districts. All these districts are on a high alert. There is moderate intensity rain that has been reported. Of course, heavy wind speed is expected in the next 1 hour. A special helpline has been set up. The response from the disaster relief forces has been phenomenal. A good coordination has been seen so far. Purnima, where you are right now, what is the situation on the ground? Tell us more, please.
Well, I'm coming to you from closer to Pallikarnai. In fact, about 1 kilometer from here is the Pallikarnai. Remember, there is a lake there, and because the water levels have increased, the entire stretch is flooded. The good news is that yes, vehicles can commute through this place, but the lake, the water level in that particular lake has increased, which is why you can see that water is now flowing through this main road in Pallikarnai. This is one of the worst hit areas. Most of the cars that have been parked here were submerged yesterday, but now the water levels have receded over the last couple of hours. Ever since morning, the rains have completely stopped. It's a sunny day here in Chennai, which is why the water levels are slowly receding. But Chief Minister M.K. Stalin said that normalcy will be restored within 4 to 5 days. But till then, the massive waterlogging is what is seen in most parts of the city. The main roads, they are trying to drain the water out, but it's still a long way to go. Restaurants are slowly opening up because power in phases are being restored across the city. But worst hit areas like the one in Tambaram, Pallikarnai, Velachery, here it will take time for power to be restored. But even as it's a sunny day here, massive waterlogging, power outages, these are the issues that people have been facing. The good news is that essential commodities are made available. Restaurants, supermarkets, all these are open for the public. So another 4 days is the time period given by Chief Minister M.K. Stalin for normalcy to be restored, while efforts are on to clear water from most of the city which are completely waterlogged. Even as the rains have stopped, work is still on.
All right, the rains have stopped, the work is still on. Getting you this report from my colleague Amit as well, who's reporting from the ground. Amit, आपसे जानना चाहेंगे कहाँ पर हैं आप, किस तरह की परिस्थिति है, हमें बताइए.
Right now we are here at Bapatla port. It is a sea line here. You can see there that the sea water which was there far away a few moments ago, now it is just touching our feet. It means that cyclone is just crossing over this very epic center of this predicted area, and the wind speed at the current time is approximately 100 kilometers per hour. You can see we are it's very hard to stand here, but in spite of all this, we are showing this exclusive visuals on CNN News 18. So this is the whole situation. Cyclone is crossing, cyclone has hit, and Bapatla, which is the center, epic center, as per prediction, earlier it was predicted at 11 o'clock, then 11:30, then 1:30, and now finally around 2 o'clock this cyclone has hit, and this whole process will carry on for 2 to 3 hours. And now all the agencies are tight-lipped. They are just watching the movement of this very severe cyclone. Why they are watching? Because two things can happen. One, the cyclone can travel along with the coastline, and it can travel to Odisha. And second, this cyclone, while crossing, it can change in direction and come towards the interior parts and lands of the city, which had got severe damage. So this is all the two possibilities, and for both possibilities, all those safety agencies and relief agencies are prepared, and they have being deployed accordingly. You can see there in the visuals that state police, their swimmers are also there, NDRF team is also there. So massive preparation is there, but along with that, The speed is there, and as well as maximum danger alertness is also there.
Absolutely, Amit. The next few hours, how can they really look like? What have the authorities said, and what is the kind of precaution that has been taken? I can see a lot of residential areas which have been evacuated. What does the forecast look like for the next few hours?
In the next 2 hours, it has been there are two possibilities. Either this cyclone can travel along with the coastal line. Look, we are barely able to stand it. It's very hard to maintain balance. And secondly, there's one more possibility that this cyclone can change its direction and move towards the land areas. Now, what has happened in 3 hours that this cyclone has touched coastal areas, and then again it has moved towards the sea areas. Then again it has touched the coastal areas, then again it has moved towards sea areas. So its nature is changing in every half an hour, and that is why all the authorities are tight-lipped and they are very cautiously watching this. You can see that sea water which was far away, it's now coming here, and it's not very much safe to stand here. Now, as far as arrangements are concerned, approximately 10,000 people in this area have been evacuated, and as far as teams are concerned, around 25 NDRF teams are deployed in Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh, and 14 NDRF teams are deployed here in Andhra Pradesh, as well as SDRF teams are there, local swimmers are there, and police are there, and along with that civic volunteers are also there. People have been advised not to venture out at all from their homes, as well as to be in their homes for next 7-8 hours, as well as all the agencies are on alert. As if any happening happens, they should be in action.
Please stay safe, Amit, as you report from the ground. But what kind of coordination have you seen from different agencies? The SDRF, NDRF, the Coast Guard, the state government, the central forces, everybody has come together in the disaster mitigation response. We have ensured in the last few years that any cyclone of this nature is taken care of and the least amount of lives are jeopardized. Of course, the property and the damage that will be done to the adjoining areas that nobody can prevent. But as far as the response and a coordinated response is concerned, what has been your impression from the authorities?
As far as this cyclone is concerned, Cyclone Michaung, from last 1 week, if you notice the event, two meetings of National Crisis Management Committee under the leadership of Cabinet Secretary has been held here, and all the state agencies, means Government of Puducherry, Government of Tamil Nadu, Government of Andhra Pradesh, Government of Orissa, those representatives were there, as well as NDM, National Disaster Management Authority, NDRF, these people were there. They have met twice, they have formalized a strategy to how to deal with this, and after that evacuation plan was carried out, and thousands of people were evacuated. And apart from that, the drill were conducted how to evacuate people, and there was coordination between state agencies as well as central agencies,
right,
which lacked few years ago. But due to the meeting of National Crisis Management Committee, we can see the coordination, and now it seems that what effect this cyclone will bring in next 2 hours.
Absolutely. Thank you, Amit, for getting us all those details. Stay safe as you report from the ground. We'll continue coming back to you. That's our focus here on CNN News 18. Our disaster response, the mitigation response, and to what extent the authorities are prepared, and how is it making a landfall. We'll continue getting you all the details. Slipping into a very short break.